how do you rate that performance overall?
Well, I think for the most part, I mean, it was our best game of the year. I mean, it was our first period was just, I thought, excellent. Obviously, they had pushes, and they're a good team. So when you're behind, you do make pushes. But I thought we held on really well, and I thought our goalie was really good tonight.
How important was it that you established your forecheck early in this one?
Well, I think it was important. I mean, you got to forecheck that team because they come at you in waves, and their D are very active, and they've got 4 balanced lines. So we got our forecheck going, and I thought the first period established that we can play, and then we held off. I think the first shift or two, and then we scored that goal, and I thought that was a big icebreaker for us when Petey scored, because they were applying a lot of pressure in the second period early.
You mentioned your goalie, you did mention Brock, but obviously he was a factor in this. I mean, how good do you feel for two guys that sort of needed something to go their way?
Well, yeah, they did, and you could see the smile on Brock's face on the first one, and the second one is what he does. Like, his hand-eye coordination is so good that around the net, that's where he gets his goals. So very happy for both of them. Denver's taken a lot of heat this year a little bit, but I mean, he was the one that sort of made the difference in the game, and that's great. When you get good goaltending, usually everybody else is playing well too.
There's a lot of shot volume in the third, but did it look to you like your team was a lot more comfortable with this lead than it had been with a lot of the leads?
Yeah, there was no panic on the bench. There was no panic on the ice. I think. I mean, they were definitely beating us to loose pucks in our zone, but you didn't see the blatant giveaways through panic and everything else. I thought we played a really good, tight in the zone here, and anytime they attacked the net, I mean, we were there battling and knocking them over, which we hadn't been doing most of the year.
I know last year you weren't crazy about Bruce. There it is. Did you allow yourself to enjoy it a little bit tonight?
No, not yet. I mean, it's nice because when it happens, it's because we're winning, and so when you're winning, that's a good thing. So it's so I accept it.
Bruce, we so often talk about energy in this game, and sometimes it's maybe talk too much, but Curtis Lazar obviously had missed 10 games. You could tell that he wanted to make a difference, 7 hits, and draws the penalty that puts you guys on the power.
Yeah, he played 11:47, I think, and but I mean, his energy of finishing checks and his professionalism of knowing where to go. Like, I really think he helps the 2 young kids on the line he's with. I mean, because he's sort of a veteran that sort of is guiding them, and it makes it a pretty good fourth line right now.
Your defense seemed a lot more aggressive, activating, pinching down the boards. Was that a game plan or just?
Well, no, we like that. We when you're in today's game, the defense are as much a part of the offense as anything else, and if you're not being on top of them and keeping pucks in, that's how you score goals. So, we want them to do that as long as there's a backup. If the forward is backing them up, then we want to do it, because if you don't have that and you just go aimlessly there, then you're going to see a lot of 2-on-1s against you.
Back-to-back strong games for the PK. Is that something you can really start building with now?
I'm just touching wood with that right now. So I mean, but it was good. I thought we killed it. We killed it the right way, which was really important, and I think they're getting it right now. So just keep the fingers crossed, and hopefully the next couple of games are going to be a real test. So we'll see how it works out.
You guys did a pretty good job of responding in Buffalo the other night. Every time the Sabres scored, it seemed you guys were able to get one, and then here tonight when they get theirs, you guys answered right back.
Yeah, when you can respond like that, I mean, it really lifts up the bench. I mean, it doesn't. You're not down saying, "Oh, what's going to happen?" You get right back on the horse, and you're in the driver's seat again. So I think that's important that we can do that as often as able. Anyway, so.
It's another couple of goals from Pettersson. Are you running out of positive things to say about him?
Never. I mean, what was at the beginning, our 3 centers are pretty well driving the offense, and that's great.
With Brock, I think you led the team in 5-on-5 shots on net on the road trip. Can you see 2 goals for him today?
Well, he's a shooter, and that's what he does. Like, I mean, I don't know how streaky he is, but I mean, we needed the consistency. So if he can keep doing that, he'll keep getting shots. He'll keep getting goals. You don't score unless you shoot the puck in this league.